So we woke up this morning and it was absolutely freezing. I did not want to get out of bed. Just had breakfast and now we're feeding the animals. There she is. And we are all here apparently. Someone asked me the temperature the other day. So this morning it was really, really cold. I don't know what it was, but very cold. And apparently sometimes in Cajas it snows. But that's like 4,000 meters. I think we're 2,500 here. Anyway, on to the ducks. I really want them to be my friends. I don't think they want to be. It's very difficult to do anything here because there's always an animal. But yeah, so it's 9:15 and now the sun is out and the sun is super hot. You need to change clothes about every 5 seconds here. And today we are going to finish the temazcal. 100%. Only one layer left to do. I know no one else in the world will be excited about this, but I think we've finished. And to get in, you have to crawl, which is part of it. Here I am inside. There's the roof, the last part. It will be covered for ceremony. Yeah! Creative time! I'm fixing some flags for the ceremonial space in the garden because the rope had like rotted. The other day we went for a walk. And because we're obviously foreigners, I say we, I'm here on my own now, but before there were two of us, a man wanted us to buy his apartments. He showed us around his apartments and told us how beautiful they're going to be. I tried to explain that we don't have money, but he was fairly adamant that we wanted to live there and wants us to go back and look when he's done more of them. So see. Peace and quiet of nature. They won't leave me alone. I just hung the flags, which took way longer than I expected. There's quite a lot. It's literally impossible to walk. Whenever I walk, I have dogs on my feet. I'm going to try and make a dream catcher from a hula hoop. There's been no electricity all morning, so no Wi-Fi, and therefore I'm very proud of my attempt at a dream catcher without the use of the internet. Just my eyes. It's currently raining quite a lot, so I am inside. But today we have been fixing the goats' living quarters. So everything here is recycled. So when we mended the house for the goat, it's reusing stuff. But she can't escape anymore. So success. Yeah, I'm loving kind of doing all of these like manual things that I just never really have done in my life. I find it really fun. And then we hung a couple of rope swings and I climbed the tree. Más arriba. Más arriba. Allá. Ajá. Okay. Ay, casi. Sí. ¿Solo una vez? Vamos a hacer allá arriba. ¿Aquí? Sí. Ay. And then the second tree, I was like, oh, I don't want to climb up there. We're putting another swing up here now, and I nearly didn't climb the tree because I was scared. And then I was like, no, I want to do it. Right. It's quite a long way up. And there, and I climbed all the way up there. And it doesn't look that high, but it felt it. Yes. And I realised in that moment how much I'd overcome, and how a couple of years ago, even though I used to climb, I would never have done that. I would have been scared and said no. And my fear now is very different. I don't feel anxiety in the same way I used to. I don't kind of get that heart racing, stomach churning, and I just focus on my breathing and remind myself everything's going to be okay, and occasionally sing Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing. And earlier yesterday, I was asked to do something. I wanted to do something to be a helpful person, but actually I didn't want to do it because I felt it was beyond my capabilities, in terms of my ability to speak Spanish. And initially I kind of said, oh, what's the worst thing that could happen? So I kind of sort of half said yes, and then I was like, actually no. I said, the reality is I don't want to do it. And these beautiful flowers. And I realised that for me, it's easier to overcome a fear of like a physical thing like heights, or failing at something, or falling, or looking stupid, than it is to actually say how I feel. Every time I say no and I speak my truth, I just have this huge like outpouring of emotion. I don't know if anyone else gets that. It's easier to step into a fear of heights and something physical, a physical fear to overcome and focus on your breath and stuff, than it is to overcome a fear of speaking my truth. And yeah, so every time I do, I just burst into tears. But afterwards, it's like a relief. I think it's like a purge or something. It's such a huge relief. But yeah. So now I'm getting much better at doing it, but I still don't find it easy. And a lot of the times when I say how I feel, truly say how I feel, I just like cry, and I don't feel sad. It's really strange. I'm kind of stepping into that fear of rejection and thinking that if I say this thing, people are going to think badly of me. And so now I do, but it's hard. And when I do, I cry. And not like, oh, just like tears just come out of my eyes. It's like crying, not crying thing. And then I just feel lighter. So I just found it really interesting that the fear of causing myself physical injury and heights was way easier to overcome than the fear of being rejected for saying I didn't want to do something. And yeah. I just went out to check my handiwork because the dog keeps escaping again, and I filled a hole in the fence. And as I went round to check my handiwork, I saw the dog scrambling back under the fence in a totally different place. So I need to do some more work. And a man by the name of Juan stopped to talk to me and wanted to give me a lift on his bike, and he's loitering. So I'm going to go to the shop. He says he's looking for his phone, and he wanted to give me a lift, but I wasn't feeling it. I put the goat in her pen because it's going to rain, and then I found her in the vegetable patch so far 4 times. So we fixed the gate, but that's not how she's getting out. So I'm looking for things to fix, because she sleeps in her like little house thing, and also she can't eat the vegetables as much as she wants to. So I think this is where she's escaping. She tried to go under the gate, so I put something there, and then she's tried to go over here, and she's knocked something off that I put there, so I'm going to try and attach it properly. Not going to win any prizes for art and design, but as an interim process, I think that might hold it. She didn't escape. So yesterday, all of the animals were crazy. I swear they were possessed. They were all going absolutely nuts. The dogs, the cat, the goat. And so I asked if we could cleanse their energy. So this morning, they've all had an energy cleanse. And the change in their behaviour is just like absolutely incredible. I can't believe that they're the same animals. Yesterday they were just, I don't know, the dog kept escaping, the goat kept escaping, the dogs were barking and running around and going crazy. The cat was just meowing like continuously. And today they're just like super chilled. So if your animals are going crazy, maybe they need an energy cleanse. If you've never met a goat, she's amazing. Apart from yesterday when she was possessed. Look at her. A whole new world. It's beyond crazy how different these animals are today. I can't even express it. Cleanse the energy of your animals. They never do this. Quietly lie down. It's incredible, honestly. Incredibly. Look. Francis.